Hello and welcome to another episode. In this episode I'm just going to demonstrate how smart cruise control has been improved in the EV3 over the EV6, well the first gen one anyway. So if you just press smart cruise control and then you'll see you're offered the speed limit of 30. And there's the community speed camera bunch. What's actually changed is the behaviour at the low speeds. Go away, Kia. Previously, at 30 miles an hour, this would not auto continue if the car in front moved. But this has been improved so that under some circumstances it will follow the car in front. And that is as long as you've got both hands on the steering wheel and you're paying attention and the driver attention warning thing has not been triggered. So now it should continue just like this. And if you don't meet those criteria, then it doesn't auto continue. Now it's offered me 30 miles an hour, so I'll take it. You just do that by pressing up to go to the next speed limit. Took me a while to figure out what I was doing wrong, because it was doing it sometimes, but now I think it's mostly doing it all the time. So if you want to use the car's features to maintain your compliance with the speed limit, this is, I think, the way to do it, and it's easier and it's less strain and less stress on you having to keep on moving and stopping and starting. So demonstrate it again. Go into the chemist to pick something up, and then I'll come back up the hill and you'll hopefully see it again as long as there's something in front of me. I do have a few rattly things in the boot that I've used to go to the tip with, so it's not this rattly normally, and my coat's rattling on the back seat. There we go, that's continued, but I don't know if it stopped all the way. There we go, I've got to stop now anyway. And then auto hold is on, so it'll just hold it on the brake for you when you press the foot brake. And there's an example of a new speed sign you don't get in the old EV6, the kids crossing and the children school symbol. So that's one improvement I'm seeing. Whether or not it's seen it on the sign or it's in the sat nav, which I think is quite old, I'm not sure. Oh, I must have turned away because it says use switch or pedal to accelerate, so conditions not met. So in this case I can use the switch or the accelerator as long as the car in front decides to bloody move. And there are some settings buried in the menus as to how fast it picks up in smart cruise control mode, and the distance is done on this button here. If you press it and press it and press it. Right, it's my turn. Press up, and it won't let me go. Probably because there's something in the way. Maybe the bollard's too close. But there you go. Could be it needs a car in front to track for it to continue. It's probably more like it. See how I go on the way back up the hill. this is slowing down slightly because it sees a car on the edge, which isn't moving. So now when I get near the island, I just press pause and it goes into regen brake, and I just use the brake pedal to help as well. Right, try the return leg now. Let's do some attentive driving with hands on steering wheel and see how I go. Zero miles an hour, so it stopped and it's holding, and it hasn't given me the warning to press the up button or press the accelerator, so that's good. As long as I keep my eyes on the road, it'll carry on like it, I think. And hands on the wheel, both hands. So while people do complain about the attention monitor, the forward attention warning, it's there for good reason. And if you... oh, there it goes. It must time out as well. In the car in front and it's slowed down, which is good. Right, attentive driving now. Looks like I'm not going to slow down to zero here, so if I take my word for it, unless the lights change before I get to the lights. Yeah, they're changing, so you should see it now. Okay, and down to zero. And how long does it take before the warning comes on, the same move forward? Now it's creeping, so that's helped it. And again, there we go. Puts that warning up if it loses contact with the car in front, which is it's a wake-up call for you if you're in this mode. Up to 30. press the pause button. And resume. And that resumes at whatever speed you've set it to. So I'll press up again, and that's up to 30, which it just offered me the speed limit. And the distance is that button there. Four's the longest distance, and that changes there. I set it at 2 normally. And now I'm going to pause cruise control and get ready to brake, and I'll brake. And resume. Now it is 50 down here, but I don't really want to be giving 50 around the island. Okay, I'm braked. Knocks cruise control off. And as I go round the road corner, I'm going to knock cruise control back on. And then press it up now, that holds that, and then it'll offer me 50. There we go, 50. When the speed limit turns green, and that means it will auto adjust upwards above 50 or downwards to 50 if it changes. As I'm coming up to this island, I'm going to pause it and then regen brake to slow me down. And then I'll use the manual brake. And then resume at 24. And it's going to offer me 50 here, but I don't want 50 because it's way too fast. And I'm going up this hill. And this is still way too fast. It's going to offer me 30 in a second. There we go, 30 because it beeped. Right, and I'll just go through the Smart Cruise Control and HDA driving style settings. You can have it based on driving style, which it learns, or you can have it set to your own style. And I'll just peek through the settings. And there's also a shortcut between that you can switch between based on driving style and your settings. Right, and to change the driving style settings, you press Setup, Vehicle, Driver Assistance, Driving Convenience, and it's SCC or Smart Cruise Control. That also controls the way it behaves when it's moving forward in HDA as well on the motorways. So you press that. You can have it based on driving style, automatic adjustments of the Smart Cruise Control system settings based on driving style. So it learns as you drive from the way that you drive. I've got it set on my manual settings, so distance, higher setting value increases automatically kept distance to the vehicle ahead. So I have that about there. Acceleration, a higher setting value enhances the vehicle acceleration power. So that's moving ahead more powerfully. So maybe put that on 4. And response speed, a higher setting value enhances the vehicle acceleration speed. I've got that set to quick, but you can adjust it to whatever you want, and then you can reset it. So it's as simple as that. And switch between learnt driving style and your own settings, you press and hold the distance button for a few seconds and you'll see an indication on the screen. Hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching.